Hey guys, my name is Moon and welcome back for more Umineko When They Cry, episode number 7. So last time it was basically when Yasu quote unquote met Beatrice, right? It was okay, I guess. So let us continue and let's see what happens today.
ヤスはどんくさいだけじゃなく、よく物をなくしたわね。
なのに、さも私はなくしてません。確かに置いたのに誰かが取ったんです。みたいな目つきをしてて、本当にイライラしたわ。
集中力のない子だった。無意識でぼんやり行動してるから、自分の行動がいい加減になる。
でも、最初のうちだけですよ。途中からは注意するようになって、そういうこともなくなって、立派になりましたし。
ん？そうだっけ？まあ、その程度、できて当たり前なんだけどね。
It was all the stuff that anyone should be able to do anyway.
その当たり前ができるようになるのが成長というものですとも。皆さんだって何事も最初から要領が良かったわけではないでしょう。
というか、要領が悪かったら後ろ宮家には推薦されないわ。
私たちはエリートなのよ。幼いからできないとか、そんなの言い訳にならないわけ。だな。ヤスが成長とともに要領を覚えるなら、成長してから後ろ宮家へ来ればよかっただけの話。
そんな。一生懸命、学校とお仕事を両立させて頑張ってるのに。みんな、ちょっと厳しすぎると思います。
その厳しい中から選ばれたのが私たちでしょ？私たちに甘やかす義理はないわ。つくづく。
I mean, you could have been nice at least though. Because she was much more younger.
ヤスってなんであんなどんくさいのに選ばれたのかさっぱりだわ。
福音の家の誰もが憧れる後ろ宮家使用人への推薦。
And yeah, I guess they didn't respect Yasu because they didn't feel that she deserved to be there, right? That's why I guess she was treated like that because of that.
厳しい選考をくぐり抜けて栄光を勝ち取った先輩使用人たちから見れば。
So yeah, for them, I guess you would say that they suffered. I mean, not I think suffered is not the word, but you could say that they worked hard for it. And that's why they were there. And then comes along this kid, right? Suddenly. And yeah, of course they didn't like that.
ヤスはどうして推薦を得られたのか不思議なくらい。いろいろと要領が悪かった。
And then Yasu is, yes, clumsy, not really good, but for some reason she was there.
もちろん、年相応には努力している。しかし、それに納得できない先輩使用人たちは、いつしかヤスに、ことあるごとに小意地悪に接するようになるのである。後ろ宮家での生活に慣れはしても、未だ友人の一人も作れない。いや、いることにはいるが、それは人間ではないのだ。
At least not any human friends. I mean, Shannon is her friend,
第
imaginary
3章
friend.
虜になる日々。
Days ENRAPTURED. Okay. We're in Act 3 now. We have a couple more.
そういう時もありますね。忙しい時に限って。妖精さんがいたずらでもしてるんじゃないかしら。
It's a witch pulling pranks on me. I mean, I knew I'd put it right there, and when I looked away for just a second, it had disappeared. The witch had pranked me again. I left my master key behind. Madam found out and I got in a lot of trouble. But I always put my master key in my pocket after I use it. Why was it in a place like that? And this is the third time it's happened. The last 2 times I realized that it wasn't in my pocket and managed to find it before anyone found out. But the third time Madam found it. I was really mad and frustrated with that witch in the red dress.
ベアトリーチェ様のいたずらでは困りましたね。
I mean, I guess you could say that Yasu, yes, as a kid, a little kid with no friends, no parents, no siblings, no nothing like that. Yeah, she's doing this, I guess, to have attention, right? To get attention, from people. That's why.
でも魔女が相手ならおまじないでなんとかできるかもしれませんよ。
A ritual? Kumasawa-san started fishing through the kitchen cupboards, saying, "Now, where did that get to?" The thing she finally found and brought to me was a kite string. She stretched it out for me to see and then used a knife to cut off a 50-centimeter piece.
これの端に鍵をくくりつけ、反対の端はポケットのボタンのところにでも目立たないようにくくりつけておきましょう。これは雲の糸のおまじないなのですよ。
A spider web. Like the ones the evil spirits of Rokinjima fear. Oh, I guess we're gonna see this. Okay.
そう、よく覚えてますね。この島の雲の糸には霊力が宿っていて、強い魔除けの力を持っていると言われていました。ほら、こうしてピーンと張ると雲の糸のようでしょ。これで雲の糸が苦手なベアトリーチェ様はもういたずらができないというわけですよ。
That does make sense. It really does look like a spider web when pulled tight. Since Kumasawa-san says so, it must have some pretty strong, evil repelling power. I can just ask her to make several of these kite strings for me, and then I can tie them to everything I don't want to lose. But of course, that wouldn't be very practical. I'd have strings all over me. What about things I can't keep tied to me? Like pencils and erasers.
そういう時は別のおまじないがありますよ。それは鉛筆さんや消しゴムさんにお家を作ってあげるおまじないですよ。
Make a house? You mean build a roof and a bed and stuff?
お家を作るのではなく、お家を決めてあげるのですよ。例えば、このタコ糸を切った包丁さんも、僕もうお家に帰るって。寂しがり屋さんだからすぐにお家に帰りたくなってしまうの。だからお家じゃないところに置いてしまうと迷子になってしまってクスンクスン泣いてしまうんですよ。ほら、こんなところに置きっぱなしにしたから包丁さんが寂しくて泣き出してしまいましたよ。
Poor thing. We have to get Mr. Knife home.
包丁さんのお家はここですよ。ほら、家族の包丁さんたちがみんな待っているお家ですよ。ママ、ただいま、おかえりって。ね。
Kumasawa-san returned the knife to the knife holder under the sink. Even though she had done something so ordinary, I felt slightly moved as though the lost little knife had finished his adventure and finally returned home. Once he slid into the spot he was supposed to be in, all the knives would be together and could have a party. Then Kumasawa-san said we should give them privacy and shut the door.
魔女に隠されてしまって困るものは、きっと寂しがり屋さんなんですよ。
Honestly, I like this though, as Iyasu didn't have anyone, and Kumasawa being like this, like treating her like, yeah, her grandchild. It's nice that she at least have, or has, I mean, a person like this in Rokinjima when she was working, right?
だから魔女が楽しいところに連れて行ってあげようねって言うと、喜んでついて行ってしまうんです。そうならないためにはどうしたらいいでしょうね。
Take them home right away.
そうですよ。寂しがり屋だからすぐに魔女について行ってしまういけない子たちなんですよ。だからすぐにお家に返してあげないと。ほら、さっきタコ糸で縛ったままそこに置きっぱなしのマスターキーさんも、早くポケットのお家に帰りたいってくすんくすん泣いてますよ。
I'm lonely. The voice of the lonely master key finally reached my ears. I hurried to pick it up, took the other end of the string and tied it to my pocket button and put the key in my pocket.
ほら、ただいまーって。マスターキーさんも寂しがり屋だから、お仕事で使った後はすぐお家へ返してあげましょうね。こういうお友達を少しずつ増やしていけば、ベアトリーチェ様もだんだんいたずらはできなくなりますよ。
When break time was over and I stood up to see what I should help with next, I felt a tug and the keyring with the master key fell to the floor. Once again, I had left the master key on the side of the sofa and forgotten it was there. The instant I stood up, the string pulled on it and it fell to the floor. Without Kumasawa-san's spiderweb charm, I would probably have left that master key lying here again. The master key left all alone would have been led away by the witch and disappeared. That was close. And once again, I heard the master key, who had almost been left on its own, cry and tell me that it wanted to go home. I'm sorry. Come on, let's go back home to my pocket. Yay, I'm home. Back at last. Thank goodness. I almost got pranked by the witch again.
なんと、まあ。糸で結ぶとは面白い真似を。
All of a sudden, I heard a wild, shocked voice from over my shoulder. It was a voiceless voice. A witch's voice, the kind you can hear or you can't hear unless you try. Is it Beatrice?
そうであるぞ、我が友よ。ぼんやりとまた鍵を置き忘れるから、それでからかってやろうと思っていたら。
It's a spiderweb charm that Kumasawa-san showed me. Apparently, it does its job well.
悔しいが効き目はあるぞ。とても触れたいとは思えぬ。そなたも、カミソリの刃に指を当て、横に滑らせたくはあるまい？
That's a scary example. My finger hurts just thinking about it.
しかし、よかったではないか。また鍵をなくしたと、夏日に怒られずに済んだぞ。わらわのおかげだな。感謝せよ。
Why?
わらわが腹立たしかったからこそ、まじないを覚えたのであろう。そのまじないで、そなたは鍵をまたしても置き忘れるといううっかりを、こうして防げたではないか。つまり、 わらわのおかげも同然ということよ。感謝されるのも道理であろう。
I really don't like it, but she does have a point. Because of all the trouble Beatrice caused me, I talked to Kumasawa-san and learned the ritual from her. Even without the witch's pranking. If I didn't have the ritual, I would have gone to my next job and left the master key here. If that happened, then surely I wouldn't have been able to find the key and it would have been a big mess.
こういうのを一罰百回という。わらわは友人として、そなたのミスを過剰にいたずらして思い知らせることで、こうしてそなたを立派に教育したというわけなのだ。
I get the feeling that Kumasawa-san is the one I should be thanking, not you.
やれやれ。魔女とはつくづく感謝されぬ家業よ。
Anyway, I win this time. Okay, I need to get back to work now.
よかろうとも我が友よ。今回は勝ちを許そうぞ。されど、わらわは諦めが悪い。この負けを取り返すべく、以後さらにますますにそなたのミスを探そうと伺い続けるであろうぞ。心せよ。そそっかしいそなたが置き忘れる小道具などいくらでもある。それらすべてにタコ糸を縛るわけにもいくまい。
The spiderweb ritual isn't the only one I have. I also learned that take them home ritual. Okay. I won't let you have your way anymore.
どの程度そなたがやれるものか拝見させてもらおうぞ。それにしても、なんとも晴れやかな笑顔を見せおって。魔女が来るのは笑う角でなく泣きっ面がふさわしい。もう休み時間は終わっているぞ。せいぜい今日も先輩たちの足を引かぬように仕事に精を出すがよかろう。
Sure, today is Sunday and the weather is wonderful. I'd better do my best.
せいぜい励め。そうそう。レイネの機嫌が朝から悪い。目を合わせぬ方がよかろう。それから、水難の層が出ておるぞ。水の入ったバケツの近くでは常に注意するがよかろうぞ。そなたのこと、きっと我が期待を裏切らず、バケツをひっくり返して叱られてくれることを心待ちにしている。
Thank you, Beatrice. Back when I still couldn't see her, I simply hated this prank-loving witch. But now that I could talk with her, it felt as though she wasn't all bad. Of course, there was no need for me to be grateful to her. To the witch called Beatrice, who despises boredom, mocking the misfortune of others is like what eating food is to us. Humans and witches are different, incompatible beings. And yet, it felt as though we could become friends. Of course, she's still a witch. I mustn't get careless. And yet, not being careless is a good thing. Thanks to the tricks and rituals I used to keep her at bay, I'm able to concentrate. That could hardly be a bad thing. Those things will be useful for my job and my life, even when I don't have to worry about the witch's pranks. So I see, so this witch called Beatrice really is like a demon. Apparently, it's possible to build up a friendship even while she's speaking hostilely to each other. Okay,
あの日
okay.
から目に見えて変わりましたよね。
いろいろなおまじないのせいかな？
ですね。あの子は本当に律儀な子だから。私の教えたおまじないをしっかり守っているようでしたとも。
いちいちタコ糸で縛って？あるいはいちいちお家へ帰るって？ええ、時折口に出してやってました。まるでお道具とおままごとをしてるみたいで、とても可愛らしかったですよ。
子供みたい。
子供でしょ？
I mean, she is a kid, yeah.
大人になら同じ言い方をすれば伝わりますけれど、子供は本当にいろんな子がいて、いろいろな言い方があるんです。それをちゃんと見つけてあげれば、ものは上手に教えられるんですよ。怒られる方が覚える子、褒められる方が覚える子、いろいろですものね。近所の子にちゃんと物をしまわないと妖精さんが隠しちゃうぞって脅したこともありましたっけね。その妖精があの子の場合は魔女になったというだけの話。
しかし、なんだか運命的な話だね。
だって熊沢はこの子がベアトリーチェの子だって知ってたんでしょ？
ええ、知っていましたとも。
ベアトリーチェの子に魔女ベアトリーチェがいたずらするから物をちゃんと片付けるようにって教えるなんて、なんだかおかしいですね。だからあの子が物を魔女に隠されていたずらをされると言ってきたとき思ったのです。これはきっと亡くなられたベアトリーチェ様が魔女になって自分の子に物を片付けなさいと教えに来ているに違いないと。
Coming to teach her child to keep track of things.
だからあの子にはそう教えるのが一番だと思ったのです。
This is the best way to teach that child? I mean, okay.
物を置いた場所をすぐ忘れるとか、すぐなくすとか、そういう悪評があったのに、それを払拭してからは、どんどん明るくなっていきましたね。弱点は克服することで強みとなり、自信となって人をたくましくしてくれるのです。あの子のそんな日々の小さな成長が、それはもう実の孫のように可愛らしかったですとも。
I mean, the way she's acting towards her, it just feels like it though. It feels natural that they're like
源氏様、お疲れ様です。
grandma and grandchild. Yep.
皆、大掃除ご苦労だった。普段使うことも少ない客室だが、いつ何時、大切なお客様を止めることになるやもわからぬ。清掃もまた、寸分の気の緩みもあってはならん。
So we saw Shannon's sprite right there. Is she that now? Is Yasu Shannon now or what? Or they're just showing that?
無論です。使用人一同、心得ております。
Like I wish that they'd put a date in this game. No. For example, let's say we started in what 1976, right? So let's say, oh, this is like 2 years after, 1 year after.
そうあってほしい。見回ったところ、 これを拾った。これは誰のであるか？
Genji took a master key ring out of his pocket. Apparently someone had robbed their master key. All the servants swung around to look at me, the usual offender.
なーに？またヤス？そんな決めつけはいけませんよ。私はもちろん持ってるわよ。こんな大事なものを落とすわけがない。みんなは？持ってます。持ってる。ほらヤス、あんたじゃない。この間奥様にきつく絞られたのにまだ分かってないの？これだからあんたは。
いつもの我ならば、冷たき目線を集めただけで、非のあるなしにかかわらず、萎縮して謝ってしまうだろう。しかし、もう我は違う。だから誇らしげに、雲の糸を引くそれを高々と掲げるのだ。
ほう、落とさないようにという工夫か。良い心がけだ。
Commendable precaution. Genji-sama's face was as expressionless as ever. However, those were unmistakably words of praise.
そうです。もう落とさないんです。だって、おまじないがありますからね。
I mean, that's right.
我は誇らしくうなずき、満面の笑みを浮かべるのだ。
Honestly, I think we're not gonna get any sprite for Yasu, right? It doesn't feel like it. Are we even gonna get a sprite for her? Because yeah, like she's one and she's many. Technically, the other characters will represent her.
この日、この時、この瞬間の誇らしげな体験は、我の幼少の記憶に忘れがたい1ページを刻むこととなる。されば、源氏が見つけたる鍵は誰のもの？
There was only one servant who hadn't raised their key. And she muttered, "It has to be Yasu's key, not mine." And fished in her pocket. It was her. Her face went pale.
日々の仕事に寸分の気の緩みもあってはならん。
So yeah, she probably tricked her. Because she was treating Yasu badly. So Yasu took her key and pranked her.
だが時に失敗はある。それを咎めぬが、己を顧みず、仲間の失敗を決めつける態度は、到底褒められたものではない。
申し訳ありません。
The older servant turned red and hung her head. Behind her, though no one else could see it, was the witch. So yeah, Yasu took the key and then pranked her.
我が友はもはや同じことは繰り返さぬぞ。何しろ、わらわが虎視眈々と狙っているのに、一向に隙を見せぬのでな。しかし残念。こやつが鍵をなくしたのなら、早速いたずらをしてやればよかった。
Please don't prank people other than me.
何か言った？
No, nothing.
してやったりと思うつもりはないけれど、どんくさいといつも馬鹿にされている我が、ようやく胸の晴れた一日であった。この日を境に、ようやく我は、後宮家の使用人としての生活に慣れたと自覚できるようになるのである。
褒められると自分は認められたって気持ちになるよね。
大事なことだ。人の成長に欠かせぬ。
人は成長するとどうなるのかしら。
まず余裕が生まれる。それまで本当にこれで正しいのかと怯えながらしていた仕事が自信を持ってなせるようになるのだ。
確かに気楽になれば余裕も生まれるね。
余裕が生まれるとどうなるのかしら。
日々を楽しめるようになる。源氏風に言えば気を緩ませることができるとでも言おうか。
気を張りっぱなしじゃ疲れてしまう。それは良いことだね。
ってことはそれってつまりサボれるようになるということ？
サボるといえば聞こえは悪い。しかし要領よく仕事をこなし余った時間で日々を楽しむことは決して悪いことではないぞ。そういう時間は人間を豊かにしてくれるものだ。
そういえばゴーダはよく仕事の合間にクロスワードパズルをしているね。
Goda.
余った材料で勝手に創作料理を作ったりもしてるわ。
適度に遊び気分をリフレッシュさせるのは効率上も悪いことではなかろう。創作料理も遊び心と仕事の融合と言える。あの源氏とって誰も見ていぬところでは程よくサボっているはずだぞ。テレビを見たり主の酒をくすねたり小難しい本を読んでいたりしているわ。
あの源氏が
要はうまく仕事の合間を縫って要領よく遊ぶということだ。過ぎれば気の緩みとも言われよう。しかし仕事と遊びのメリハリがつけられるようになって初めて人は一人前になるのだ。つまるところ仕事だけで精一杯なうちは半人前ということよ。
あの子は仕事の合間に遊ぶということを覚えたってこと？
あの生真面目な子がサボりを覚えるなんてちょっと考えづらいね。
交流を覚えた。親切にしてくれる熊沢との仲を深め本の貸し借りとその感想を語り合う関係を得た。
我にも学校にて友人はいたが仕事の都合もあり友情を深め合うには至ってなかった。
Even I had friends at school, but because of my work, there was no chance to deepen our friendship.
気取らぬジェシカも親しくしてはくれたが夏日の厳命もあり一緒に遊ぶこともできなかった。
Yeah, Natsuhi. She's not gonna allow that.
そんな我にとっていつも母のように優しくしてくれる熊沢は最も親しい存在であった。
Kumasawa was, yes, the only one she could go to.
孫ほども離れた二人のこと駆け回って遊ぶわけではない。
I mean, it's not like that they're gonna play with each other. It's how they interact with each other. Yes, as I said, it's basically like a grandchild and a grandmother. When they were talking earlier, yeah, the scene there was just like that.
熊沢の趣味に興味を持ったのだ。
As Kumasawa is, let's say, giving advice to her grandchild, or just saying stories, all that different stuff.
熊沢の趣味って何かしら？
本だ。意外かもしれぬが、あの熊沢、なかなかに推理小説を好んでおった。
I mean, yeah, they did say though, because yeah, she even tried to solve the epitaph, right? Yep.
どんな本か関心を持つうちに自分も読んでみることに。
その通りよ。 推理小説は読みながらに語らうのもなかなかに楽しい。すでに答えを知る熊沢にしても、若き知性がどのような推理を見せるのか、聞くのはさぞや楽しかったに違いあるまい。
無論、いきなり熊沢の読む難解なものから入りはしなかった。まずはおすすめを聞き、学校の図書室から探してきて読んだ。使用人室にも持ち込み、休憩の合間などに少しずつ読み進めた。そして、新しい推理が浮かぶたびにそれを熊沢に話し。
So let's just say they really connected on, I guess, this one as well, with the mystery stuff. Mystery genre, the books. They could talk about it.
すでに答えを知っている熊沢はニヤニヤと笑いながら、我の推理に相槌を打つ。
I mean, it's nice though, right? When you know something and then when you recommend it to a friend or whatever, and then they start, let's say, reading it or watching it or playing it, and then when you ask them, where are you in this book, this, let's say, TV show or this game, and then, yeah, it's nice talking about that. Even if you know what's gonna happen, it's nice to talk about those stuff.
それが我にとっての楽しい時間だった。
That was nice.
お風呂行かないの？浴場の時間終わっちゃうよ。
Yeah, just a bit more. Another one of the Indian figures just disappeared. Okay.
すっかりミステリー好きになっちゃって、あんまり熱中して読んでると、また興奮して寝つけなくなっちゃうよ。
According to Kumasawa-san, the culprit has already appeared, but I don't have a clue who it is.
それ、どんなお話？
It's by Agatha Christie, okay. Actual real author. And then there were none. It's really interesting. Almost like it's a crime happening on Rokkenjima.
それ、すごく有名な推理小説だよね。最後、犯人がメッセージボトルで真相を告白するまで完全犯罪だったんだっけ。すごいよね。
I'm enjoying myself, so don't spoil me. Go take a bath now. I'll go by myself later.
はいはい。じゃあ後でね。お風呂忘れちゃダメよ。
Holding a change of clothes, Shannon smiled amusingly as she left the room. I probably won't be able to read the whole thing tonight. So even though I know that, I just keep turning the pages, unable to find a good place to stop. My new joy, the mystery genre, the mental game of thinking and theorizing, and also talking about it with Kumasawa-san. All of that left me enraptured.
そなたもすっかり本の虫であるな。
I like how whenever Gap, what do you call this, shows herself, or let's say Beatrice this time, but yeah, whenever she shows herself, it's like she's dropping from something. But yeah, I guess you could say that because her power is teleportation, right? So it sounds like that. It sounds like something is dropping every time she shows up.
まあ、熱中して寝不足にでもなってくれれば、わらわもいたずらのしがいがあるというもの。
We can't have that. I'd better find a place to stop soon.
わらわの生まれた太古の時代には、推理小説なる娯楽はなかった。そなたの肩越しに読ませてもらっているが、なかなか面白い読み物であるな。
Beato, who do you think is the culprit? Beato, no?
今読んでいるその本の？
Yeah. Who is this UN Owen, I wonder?
孤島に犠牲者を呼び寄せし犯人であろうが。
There are no more than 10 people on this island. And UN? Owen doesn't exist.
島に10人を閉じ込め、どこか遠くでのんきに餓死を待っているに違いあるまい。
No, that's not right. He or she is on the island. They're one of the 10 people. I just don't know who.
なぜに、島には10人しかいないと決まっておるのか？
That's just how it is. Since if you doubt that you're stuck, or it's just a standard rule of the mystery genre, or
島の主であろう？隠し部屋に潜んでおるのかもしれん。あるいは、わらわと同類。1000年を経た魔女かもしれぬぞ。いやいや、たかだか10人を殺すのにこの手間では、1000年は経ておらぬな。
1,000 years old.
この魔女、せいぜい495年程度しか生きていまいぞ。
Closed rooms do appear a lot in mystery novels, and books often use the phrase, it can only conceivably have been done with magic. And here I am, with a witch right before my eyes. It's a complicated feeling.
密室殺人とは面白いものであるな。オチを読めば、それは人間小説、すなわち推理小説となる。しかしもし、オチを破いて失わせれば、それは魔女小説、すなわち幻想小説となる。
I guess you could say that? That's an interesting way to look at it. Yeah, kinda true. So, there's only a tiny difference between human novels and fantasy novels.
トリックがあれば人間小説になる。なければ魔女小説になる。そなたが読むその本の最後のほんの数ページを破り取るだけで、そやつをアンノーンとして、わらわに列する魔女とすることができるわけだ。
That might be surprisingly wise coming from you. So the culprit of an answerless detective novel is a witch?
この世の闇は、すべて我ら魔女のものよ。さすればわらわは、全世界古今東西、すべての推理小説に犯人として君臨できようぞ。
Except if you reason it outright and find the true answer, then the witch is done for.
推理小説とやらはやはり面白い。これは実に愉快な思考のゲームであるぞ。
That's right. This is a thinking game. You fight against a book, make a theory, and then compete against friends who have also read the book.
いや、魔女と人間の戦いでもあるぞ。わらわの密室殺人という名の魔法を許すか、否定するかの、ミステリーという名のチェスである。
So it isn't a book I'm reading, but a challenge against you.
いかにも。先ほどシャノンが言うにはこの話。ラストではメッセージボトルによって真相が明かされるというではないか。
This story apparently has the truth revealed by a message bottle at the end.
つまり、それまでに物語の真相を暴くことができねば、そなたの負けということだ。何しろメッセージボトルがたまたま目につくところに漂着したから良いものを。
I do wonder though.
もしも割れて沈み、誰の目にも触れなかったなら、それは完全犯罪であり、すなわち人間には不可能。魔女の犯行ということではないか。
That's a fun way to look at it. A fight between me and the witch. Yeah, I really like thinking of it that way.
これよりわらわは、 そなたがそれを読み終えるまで。495年の魔女アンノーンであるぞ。そなたに我が孤島殺人のトリックが見破れるかな？
I do have one theory. You want to play with me, don't you? I've been reading books so much, you've gotten lonely.
そうとも言う。
Incidentally, the game Beato and I played around and then there were none ended with my defeat. In the end, I wasn't able to build a satisfying theory and I had to learn the truth from the message bottle. Luckily, it did manage to drift into human hands. Ooh. Are we also gonna get that? Are we gonna learn the full truth in a message bottle in the end? If it had sunk to the bottom of the ocean as Beato had suggested, I would have had no way of knowing the truth. And I think they're kind of hinting at something here. In other words, I was forced to acknowledge the UN as a witch. Mystery, I once thought it was just a genre for novels. To think it can so easily become a fight between witches and humans, truth and fantasy. I was instantly enraptured by this new game. As the months passed by, I read through all of the mystery novels in the school library and started to read the mystery novels for adults. I discussed them with Kumasawa. I discussed them with Shannon. I played my game of theory, chess, the fight between witches and the truth. Those days were so much fun. Oh, please do remember, I am one yet many. Here's the fun game of the mind that enraptured me. Everybody clap, everybody clap. But I guess you could say that Yasu loving like mystery stuff and then playing like this, the game boards and stuff.
新しき日々。
Right? The game boards and stuff. So, I mean, yes, everything is connected is what I'm saying. Okay, so let's take a break here. So I guess this one was a little bit much more better than our, let's say, our part last time, our video last time. Yeah, last time they were just playing around in the chapel, right? Like Gaap here was just playing around in the chapel. But yeah, this one was much more better. A lot more things happened. But yeah, so the way I look at this, what do you call this? Yasu's, I guess, let's say memories or her story. Let's just say that everything that's being shown here has a purpose, I guess. Yeah, everything that's being shown here. So we really need to look at how they're saying stuff, what they're talking about, because sometimes they're just joking around, but then it has some meaning to it, right? Like for Kumasawa here, they're showing us that Kumasawa was pretty much the one who was, let's just say, like Yasu loved the mystery stuff and the witch, or all of that things because of Kumasawa. This is what connected the both of them. They would talk about the mystery books, they would talk about the mystery stories, and yeah, all that stuff. So each character, I suppose, has stuff to do with Yasu. So I wonder, like, who's gonna be next, right? But I like it, the relationship between them, Kumasawa and Yasu. But like, you would also think though, what if Kumasawa didn't teach Yasu all of these things? Let's just say she was just good to Yasu, but she didn't teach her about the mystery stuff, or they didn't talk about it. I mean, or let's just say Beatrice, right? The ghost of Beatrice, all of those stuff. What if Kumasawa didn't talk about it to her or teach her those stuff? Would it be different? Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows, right? Because yeah, this was a really big deal though. Her liking mystery novels and fantasy, I guess. It was a big deal, and it really was a big part on what happened on 1986, correct? So what if she didn't like this? Or she didn't had any interest in it in the first place, right? Or she wasn't introduced into this stuff. Would Iyasu still have done that? Would she be a different person? I don't know. I don't really know. But yeah, that was pretty good. So, okay. We're gonna continue this and do more of Umineko When They Cry, episode number 7 in the next one. So I'll just see you then, guys. Bye-bye.